Good morning, students. Today we will be discussing on the topic forms of verb. What is a verb? A verb is a word used to indicate an action or state of subject. Verbs come in three tenses: past, present, and future tenses. Past tense. The past tense is used to describe things that have already happened. Present tense. The present tense is used to describe things that are happening right now or things that are continuous. Future tense. The future tense describes things that are yet to happen. For example, later, tomorrow, next week, next year, 3 years from now, etc. Basically, there are two main types of verbs: base verb and action verb. A base verb is the simplest form of a verb without any special ending. For example, read. It is the main verb, or we can say base verb. Action verb. All action verbs come from the base form of doing verbs. For example, Grandpa is reading the newspaper. Here, is reading is an action verb which has come from the base verb, that is read. So read is the base or main verb from which action verb is formed. Divided into three forms: base form, past form, and past participle form. Let's take an example of verb sing. The base form of sing is sing itself. The past form of sing is sang, and the past participle form of sing is sung. Apart from these three main forms, there are two other forms: SES form and ING form. SES form. It is used when the subject is third person and in singular form. For example, when the base form sing is added to as, it forms sings. ING form. It is used when the work is continuing while we are talking about it. For example, when the base form sing is added to ing, it forms singing. Now, some of the examples of verb in present, past, and past participle forms. Announce. In first form or base form is announce. In second or past form, it is announced. And in third or past participle form, it is announced. Similarly, appreciate, appreciated, appreciated. Approve, approved, approved. Argue, argued, argued. Arrive, arrived, arrived. Also, we have regular and irregular verbs. The verbs that end in ed or d to indicate an action in the past are called regular verbs. For example, turn, turned, play, played, walk, walked, work, worked. The verbs that do not end in ed or d to indicate an action in the past are called irregular verbs. Irregular verbs change their spellings. For example, sleep, slept, eat, ate, sit, sat, stand, stood. Examples of regular verbs in three forms of verbs: thank, thanked, thanked, walk, walked, walked, live, lived, lived, use, used, used, travel, travelled, travelled. Now, examples of irregular verbs in three forms are sell, sold, sold, keep, kept, kept, give, gave, given, fly, flew, flown, bring, brought, brought. Thank you.